Hello.
Hi, I'm here.
Late, but it's fine. It was for a good reason. Good reason that I'll be here. Welcome in, guys, to the stream. It's me, Rogaliana, Necromancer VTuber, queen to this awesome community, the Flame Kingdom, and everyone's favourite magical cat girl from Bonnie, Scotland. Even if my insulin pump decides to fail, even that, it doesn't matter. I'm still the favourite. It's fine. Late? How dare? I know, right? Welcome in. You, what's up? Pyro's here. Hi, Pyro. Mike's here. Hi. So yeah, I had a small issue. A small problemo. And my insulin pump failed. Well, actually, yeah, the controller failed. The thing that's like a mobile phone. Oh, hey, it's me in full form. Hi. Let me move. Hello. I'm here. Yeah, my controller's, well, it's called a controller, or at least that's what I think it's called. Bonk. Ow. Ow. And it's like a mobile phone, but it's the only thing it does is it controls my insulin pump. And essentially, I went to go change my sensor, and then my pump, my pod rather. And sadly, when I was changing the sensor, the entire controller just decided that it's not going to work anymore, and it restarted, or it had an error. It restarted, and then it just would not do anything. It just completely failed. So a small panic. Elaine, welcome in. Thank you for the hit bits. But yeah, it failed. We tried a bunch of different restarts and stuff, but it didn't work. So eventually I had to factory reset the entire thing, and it now is working. However, factory resetting it, well, you can imagine I need to set everything back up. So that took me, like half an hour or something, Pyro. It didn't take, well, I think it was that with the panic. It took us a wee while. But I got it. But because of that, I had to wait the hour to see if it was actually working properly. So, good to got it sorted at least. Yeah, thank you. It was stressful, but it's reading my sugars. It's giving me insulin. It's doing what it's meant to do. Let me just double check it. Yeah. So, I'm hoping that everything will be fine. Luckily, everything's backed up on. There's a thing called the Gluco app, which is where it kind of like feeds into my doctor's, and that has all my settings and stuff in it. So thank fuck for that. Meg with the stream streak of 345 streams in a row. Oh my god. That's a lot of streams in a row, dude. That's a lot of streams, man. That's a heck of a lot of streams. Alright, sorry, I'm not even in the game. I am, but I'm not. Whee! Okay, so I need to figure out where we are story-wise. We're going to play some Final Fantasy XIV today, if you haven't noticed. This is what we're playing today. We're going to try and get through some more story. First the PC and now this. Crossing fingers there's no bits that have a wobbler. Yeah, a bit weird. A bit weird. I've had quite a few tech issues that are kind of abnormal. Like, they're not like your usual tech issues. I've definitely been having some abnormal stuff happening with them recently. Which I don't like. I don't like. So, yeah. Unideal, not ideal. But it is what it is. I don't think I have anything to claim at the cashier. Yeah, I keep forgetting to log back in and do these. So, at least it's fixed. That I'm grateful for. It wasn't too difficult. I'm gonna do that at 1402. And I don't remember where we last picked off on the story, so I'm gonna have to go through that. 26805 and 0911. I've literally been using the same catpot numbers for years. Actually, let's go to our mini catpot while we're here. You missed last week's drawing, did you? That sucks. It sucks when you forget and you've kind of been trying to be on top of it or whatever. Plaza. Oh boy. But yeah, I'm just glad that everything's sorted. Oh yeah, it's the Make It Rain event song, right? It was the 666 one. Is it? Is that right? Is it really? Do we have stuff on? No. We don't have a thingy-mabob for the... Oh well. Jumbo cat pop. What? The Matt, thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Hell yes! Hi Mahoney, hi Vic. How are you both? How is it, Mr. Husband and Mr. Husband? That's 11, which is not the best. We'll go for this one, I guess. Alright. Yeah, I'm on 14. I literally logged on. I did see you, but you were AFK and I was trying to do tech stuff. I hope you're good. Let's try this. Hopefully this is a 2. Nope. That's fine. Do I need a hug? I'm asking permission to hug. I don't need hugs, but I appreciate head pats. Thank you. Yeah, I'm on 14. How's it going with I hear you're going to Canada. I know you'd mentioned that before, but you're going to Canada for honeymoon. That's gonna be so good. You're in New Game Plus at the moment. Yeah, I remember you were saying like last time I was on, you were doing it. How far have you gone? Very lazy Sunday. Head is foggy. Your mood. Actual mood. Absolutely. I'm a bit of that today. It's been a bit of a hectic day. Thanks, Lane. Oh yeah, we need to go into this little bit here, don't we? Okay. I'm gonna have to go here and fly. So let's do that. I think we have all the stops and stays set up in Canada and chasing Vothry up a mountain. Yes! That's gonna be so good. Oh, I'm on my carpet. Magic carpet ride. A whole new world. This way yonder. Ba 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 ba. So this way. Directions are hard. Iowa? I know nothing about Iowa. I also, not to be completely... I don't know anything and I don't really have any intention of learning, but that doesn't mean in the future I can't want to learn later, maybe. But no, it's not really something I ever really pay attention to. Because America's really, really big. So I don't... Where am I going? Wait, is it not on the... in here? There we go. Directions might be hard, but I've solved it. Oh, hello. Banging against the wall. Oh, hello. Entrance to the earth and sky. That's what I need. Off you get. Off you pop. You maybe your word of light look like a cute sin eater. The more light he collects. Oh, is that right? Oh, we're here. Right. Story. What do we do for story? Where is it? Actually, where's my duty list? Let's put that up. Yo, duty list. Where are you? Where did I put it? Here. Not here? Here? Did I not pick up the quest? It's in front of me. Rogue. Pay attention. There we go. There she is. Shale's here. Alright. Are we comfy? Are we ready for story? Are we ready for story? I'm ready for story. I'm paying attention to story stuff rather than random stuff, so let's do this. A darkness in the heart. Okay. Shale steals her heart for the work ahead. It's time I went back to locating Calyx's lair. I have a new strategy in mind but it remains to be seen if it will aid in narrowing down the possibilities. I'll ask Kryle for help. I want to re-examine the data, starting with that of her parents. After all, they were the first to break away from the preservation and establish an organised resistance with Oblivion. There must be something in there that can point us in the right direction. What are your plans, Rogue? I guess I'm about to know in a second. Rogue, is that you? Apologies for calling suddenly. I've been making the rounds in the outskirts, and I cannot help but feel as though something is amiss. May I ask you to join me? Your perspective would be most appreciated. It can wait until you've finished attending to Shale, of course. It seems your plans have been decided for you. Go on. I have others to speak with before I return to the Black Room. Alright, here we go. So, where is our girl? She's right there. Easy peasy. Oh, what a stressful day. At least now we're being comfy. Nothing to worry about too much. Oh, hello. Just that? Why are you're dressed like a sexy nun? Anyway, it doesn't matter. They are, do you not think? Oh, there's Sphene there. Who is that? Is this a random? Oh, danger music's on as well. Rogue, thank you for coming. As I mentioned, I would benefit from your worldly experience. Perhaps it is my imagination, but the townspeople appear to be acting oddly. That is, even considering the current state of affairs. As I am yet unfamiliar with the outskirts, I thought you might be better equipped to judge if their behaviour is unusual or not. Would you speak with them and see what you think? Though I hope to be proven wrong, I fear something is not right here. Okay. Okay, so who do we talk to? There's a bunch of people. Let's go over here. Trembling resident. What seems to be concerning you, trembling resident? Oh, please tell me you brought more neo-regulators. Officially, they're all being handed out already, but I've heard rumours that there were a few left over. Surely the government still has some? Or perhaps Queen Sphene? I may not look it, but I was a hunter once. Back then, I hardly gave death a second thought. But now that I know the truth, it's all I can think about. There has to be a way to hold on. There has to. Right, so she's worried about death. Valid, honestly, valid. There's one up here, actually, is there not? Up the stairs. Over here, maybe? Hello? Wait. Are they down or are they? I think they're down. No? Maybe. Wait. No? Are they up? They must be up. Ah, there they go. Hello. A pony? A pony? Oh my god, who's raiding me? It's Anar! Anar. How's it going? Saren! Hi. How's it going, you two? Hope you're good. Yo, what's up, muffins? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Thanks, Anar, for the raid. How was stream? Were you playing 14 today? I haven't seen your face on a live stream for a while. Have you been? I don't know if you've been streaming or not, but it's, to be fair, I haven't really been on Twitch that much. You just finished raid? Nice, nice. Oh shit, it's Anar. Someone quickly hydrate. I was raid. It's that one guy. Yeah, we're getting one guide. Yeah, you're doing M12. Oh, nice. How is that going? Is progress going well? Have you cleared it? Everyone run. We're just doing some story. So for anyone who's not aware, I'm like at what, MSQ level 7.2, 7.3, sorry. So we're just doing some story stuff. We're just chilling. We're trying to catch up. So yeah. I appreciate the raid though. If anyone doesn't know, Anna here and Seren are IRL friends. Lovely people. Lovely couple. Why are we screaming? Why are you screaming at? Mike, you calm down. What are you screaming at already? Jeez. I'm prepping dinner. I can check in when I can. Enjoy the story. No worries, Erin. Enjoy dinner. Hopefully you guys have something nice. Go follow Anna, please, guys. Oh, you're screaming at you're screaming at Anna. All right, let's talk to this person. Greetings. I remember when you visited with Queen Svein. Come to check on our well-being, have you? Well, I can say that things are rather stressful out here as well. Without knowing if or when our machinery might turn murderous, the spectre of death is ever present. People are terrified, and the clamour for neo-regulators has reached a fever pitch. I personally was fortunate to have claimed a new device early on, and have long since completed registration. Death has no hold over me now. Uh-oh. Now, I must begin my prayers. The darkness draws closer, grows deeper, and we must cast it out. I am concerned for you, sir. Wait, are you a... Yes, you're... Yes. Visually speaking, I was unsure there for a second because I'm blind. This guy. Right, let's go speak to our last person. Hopefully they're okay. We'll see. Anna, you're going to FanFest? I know you guys got like loads of opportunities to get a ticket. I never even looked into it. I didn't look at all. I probably should have, but alright, Neo-regulator equipped resident. You gonna be cocky about it? You're not wearing a regulator? Don't you know the end is coming? Well, it's your life to lose. Me? I got myself one of these neo-regulators and registered a little while ago. As soon as I did, a display appeared showing the number of registered users. Right now it's sitting at 4,168. The upper limit was 5,000, wasn't it? Seems the total shot up right after those machines malfunctioned. It's only a matter of time before everyone's registered. I pity those who weren't chosen, but I'm going to be an endless. I'm going to evolve and live happily ever after. You're gonna die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I am the god of death. Sorry. But you're gonna die. FanFest mentioned. Oh yeah. We are going to FanFest, yes. Nice. His regulator is better because he has a new colour. Yearly upgrades and all that. Is that what it is? I see. If only it was purple. You know? The equivalent of iPhone. Oh my god. Svein. So, what do you think? Was I right to worry? Yes. Tensions are running high. Their fear is palatable. Nah, tensions are running high. How am I doing, Matthew? I'm doing good. A little stressed, but I'm alright. I'm alright. Yes, that is exactly it. The people are overwhelmed by uncertainty and fear, and with each new registration, that fear inside them grows more insistent. How long until it drives them into full-blown panic? Probably really soon. Answer your phone, Rogue. Rogue, can you come to resolution? We have a problem. I've already here with Lamity and Alphino. Okay, let's go. Problem time. Let's get this going. Sounds like she wants us there in a hurry. We should go. Yes. Oh, fade to black. Wait, cutscene? Yeah, cutscene. Ooh, exciting cutscenes. Okay, what are we having? Oh, wait, what's this? What is this? What's happening? Or what's happened? Sorry to drag you out here, but I thought it best you see for yourself. Right? Death is your constant companion. What the heck is this? Though you toil with diligence, death may come ere your reward is bestowed. Though your grand works be poised for completion, death may come ere you wake the following morn. What? What the heck? Though you enjoy a life of peace and good fortune, death needs but one instant to claim you. Okay. What a way to put fear into people. Your bodies are weak. Your heart, your brain, every fragile organ rolls the dice from moment to moment. Yeah, don't I know it? Sheer chance deciding if they function or fail. Ironic. Man, you're hitting them into depression? This sucks. Be you stoic or generous or righteous, no virtues tip the scale in that fatal reckoning. The choice is made without reason. The end is cloaked in terror. That is what it means to die. What the fuck? The announcement began after we finished our meeting with Gosan. As for its source, well... Calyx. Oh boy. There is no shame in being afraid. It is that very fear which will drive you to conquer death. Okay. Let us set a new course for mankind. Let us preserve our existence unto perpetuity. Hope for it, wish for it, pray for it. We will become endless. Nah, I don't think so. With evolution's brilliance, will we banish the ever-present darkness of mortality? Change isn't easy. No one ever wants to take the first step. But this is the right path for us. What other way could there be? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna register. No, don't do it, you fool. Wow, look, Lamat. You couldn't have come at a better time. Please, you have to let us move to Tuliulal. It's too dangerous to stay here, and who knows when the next century will turn on us. Even if we wanted to become endless, there's no more neo-regulators to be had. Fleeing is our only option. Oh no. If the solution was as simple as leaving, then we'd all have left already. Did you not hear the announcement? For the living, death is a foregone conclusion. No matter where we go, or who we shelter with, we won't get another chance like this to overcome our fate. Well... easy for you to say when you have that regulator. Yeah. Come on, Wicklamat. Come on, Lamity. You got this, girl. The Landsguard are on their way as we speak, and the arrangements have been made to see that you will all be safely evacuated. Tuliulal will aid you in whatever way we can. So please, remain calm. Nice. I mean, they're obviously not calm. I want to help Alexandria. I want to save its people. This game is depressing. You have no idea the extent of the depression this game can give you. Heartbreak, depression, elated, exhilarating. What other words can we describe this game as, guys? But what can I do? I am not their queen. Sphene. Not easy, eh? Calyx has access to the core system, which means that if he can choose to do so, he could deploy the soldiers beyond the barrier. Fuck this game 14! Oh my god. It plays on all kinds of heartstrings. It does, yes. It does. Excuse me. Even if our people learn to live with death and decide to leave the dome behind, they will not be beyond his reach. True. I won't forgive them for the scene in 5.3. Yes. Wait. With a certain animal? Animal? Wait. 5.3? Wait. Hold on. 2.0 was around the bar, and then it was 7 swords, and then it was 7. Wait, which one are you talking about? If you do it spoiler free, it helps, but like, I don't remember which one you're talking about. I'm literally sitting here trying to think. Oh! I remember! No, wait, hold on. Wait. I'm googling. I want to be reminded of their face. Settle! Yeah, okay. I get you. Yeah, never be for... Wait, Oh, chiffon. What one was that? 5.0, yeah, of course it was. No, it's 3.0. It was the mainline story, wasn't it? About Hushafont. That as well. There's probably a collection of scenes or patch type, like patches, where you just go, fuck the game for this, but also well done because the game it made it what it was because of those scenes. You've seen that scene like 100 times. I've bawled my eyes out like 100 times. Oh no, I totally get you. He has a new card coming in TCG. Of course he has. What's up, Sea Line? They removed Tataru's mining song from the MSQ? Wait. Wait, what? Tataru... Which one are you talking about? From Which song are you talking about? I don't remember. Dude, I'm way too far away from this game, I swear to God. Remember when I used to know everything about this game? Remember when I was literally a 14 streamer and knew everything about this game and now I know fucking nothing? His cause is to put himself into the graveyard to protect another permanent you control. Don't you kick W that, Vic. That's horrible. That's horrible. What was I saying? Oh. Yet if it serves to allay their fears even a little, I beg you, Wiklamat, please let them shelter in Tuliolal. We will welcome any and all who want to come. We've already begun evacuations, and we'll be able to pick up the pace once the Landsguard arrive. Yeah. Yes, concern. Shocking. 330-plus-year-old necromancer forgets things. I know, man. I know, Haley. I know. What's happening to me? I'm getting old. Getting old. 330. I'm getting old. In which case, we have our best spread out and keep an eye on the crowds. The mood is tense and we must prepare for possible violence. Every time I hear the word violence, I automatically think of the guy in Phasmophobia when you're in the van and he's like, possible violence. I swear. If you happen to determine where Calyx is hiding, though, we'll be ready to move at a moment's notice. Surely we'll find a clue of some sort soon. We can't elude us forever. Yeah, probably. Right. Let's do this. Violence and fear. This is not the future she envisioned for her nation. Dun, 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 dun. Prepare for violence that makes you think of your husband. Valid. I can hear him saying it. I could hear him saying it. Prepare for violence. Preservation. Their purpose. Okay. Wiglamat assesses her surroundings with grim determination. Tuliolao will oh! Haley, thank you for the resub! Papaya. Papaya, 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 papaya. Haley, thank you for 39 months. Thank you for using your Prime here. You get, if you're a Twitch Prime user or an Amazon Prime user, you get 1 sub a month for free on Twitch, and you can use it over whatever channel you have, you like, that has subscriptions on. And love and hype in the chat, please, for Haley. Thank you so much. And Haley decided to choose it here in this channel 39 times, which is 39 months total, which is crazy. Thank you, Haley, out of the millions of channels. Appreciate your face. Tuliolal would gladly welcome every last Alexandrian with open arms. Actually, what's the date of the month? 14th? Okay. But what of the nation the late queen was so desperate to preserve? What is that bright haven of peace and laughter? Oh, Clement. I won't stand here and let her legacy be sullied any further. I will protect Alexandria. That was the promise I made her at the last. Ah, but she betrayed you, didn't she not? Why do you feel this obligation? I saw myself in her, I suppose. We both felt the people's joy as our own. Yet alone, we lacked the strength to protect them. There is so much that I love in this world. Too much for me to take in my arms and keep safe. And that made me afraid. I needed someone who shared that love and fear. So together we could do what we couldn't by ourselves. That's actually really nice. Or maybe it's simpler than that. Yeah? Maybe I just wish that we could have been friends. Aww. That's me with like everyone I come across. I wish we could be friends. So, when she turned to me in her final hour, desperate to safeguard Alexandria's future, I swore that I would see it done. In the end, I think you both found the friend you needed. I would be yours as well, Sphene. Whenever you fall or struggle to rise, I'll come running to the rescue, and you do the same for me. That's how we'll protect the things we love. That's how we'll protect Alexandria. You're right. You're right. I'm just gonna say... Don't forget about me! Main character syndrome. How could we? We'd not be where we are now without you. Right, we got a bit sidetracked there. We should probably be on our way. Do we patrol or see if Shale needs a hand? There you all are. Oh, it's Guloja. Guloja. Ah, splendid. We were afraid we'd missed you. Alizé and the others said you were here. Good news, Rogue. We finally found a chink in Calix's armor. We discovered laboratories on Everkeep's 10th level that once housed a preservation initiative. Containment Complex 1029, it's called. And it's been falsely registered as a distribution center. In reality, it hasn't recorded any traffic in decades. We don't think that is where Calyx is hiding as such, but it may well contain clues that will point us in the right direction. I'm sorry it took so long just to get this far. If you're interested, what do we say about we go and check it out together? Sure, that sounds good. Thank you for your hard work. This is a huge step forward. Wait, oh yeah, Galuja, are we going to take the kids? I don't think we should take the kid. And up. We need to take the lift to get to the complex. I've cleared this expedition with the relevant authorities and have one of our people waiting to operate said lift. Let's not keep her waiting. Alright, let's go. We are going. Let's get this show on the road. Where am I going? I'm assuming nearby. Next building, I think. Oh, it's right here. Hello. You need to start the latest story stuff one day? Yes, yes you do. Ready to head on up? Next up, 10th level. Let's do this. Cutscene. Okay. Mina holds your attention. So this is one of Preservation's laboratories? It's so dark, I can barely see. Hmm? Just a moment. If I can reroute the power to the circuit, we're gonna get lights on. Hey, let there be light. You got the lights working. Nice. What else do we see? Smell how stale the air is. This room hasn't been in use for many years. It was thanks to Kryl and Galuja that we managed to locate this place. You may remember that my earring contained the control code for the gate to the Golden City. As it was Preservation that constructed the portal, we reasoned that the code to operate it might include a signature of some sort unique to their organization. So I took a closer look, and a line-by-line examination wielded a string of symbols identifying the code's author. We then began accessing the nodes for every door in Everkeep, seeking out control codes which contained those same symbols. After a grueling search, we finally discovered our prize behind door number 1860, the entrance to the facility in which we now stand. I'd probably still be at it if Galuja hadn't been around to assist me. I took breaks, but Shield never stopped working. Not even once. You're a treasure, Shield. Sounds like you need one of Geralt's energy tonics, lol. You're a treasure, Shield. That's what I'll say. I'm good with it. I can contribute precious little else, I'm afraid, but I appreciate your kind words. In any case, this next part will require your helping hands. We need to spread out and search for something that may lead to Calyx. We're more than happy to help, of course, but I wonder, won't he realize we've found this place? It's highly likely, and personally, I hope he does. Why? To make him panic? What's your thinking, Shale? You all know our main objective. We're here to pick up Calyx's trail. And I've learned of a certain device that should help us do just that. I'll explain how as we proceed, but according to the information, I was able to dredge up the device in question should have been installed in the director's office. Okay. Now, as for where that might be, yes, this map matches my data. Okay. This room where we're in is the Researcher's Commons, located in the western side of the complex. The director's office is northeast of here. Ah, right. So we should cut across the circular chamber in the middle, yes? Yes, we should, but unfortunately for us, the interior door is locked. We'll need a security key with the appropriate clearance to open it. Judging by the mechanism, it'll probably be a card of some kind. Can't you know, work some electrope magic? I'll try my best, but this type of lock is well before my time. It may take a while to crack it. Okay. As in case I can't, you might want to look around and see if anyone left a security card lying around. Considering the state of the place, it does seem like they abandoned it in some haste. I should be surprised if we found... Oh wait, I shouldn't be surprised if we found one. Okay. Very well, let us get searching, shall we? Time to go. Time to search. I expect we'll have the most luck looking where the researchers kept their personal belongings. Okay. Lockers anywhere? Alright, so we begin searching the containment complex 1029. Close cooperation will be necessary to overcome the obstacles barring your path forward. Helpful hints will appear in the different colours. Pay close attention to the information provided by your comrades should you find yourself unable to proceed. Fine. Okie dokie. So we've got desk organizer, recycling bin, abandoned paperwork, notice boards, data terminal, half open drawers. Right, let's check these drawers. This appears to be the only desk with the drawers already open. You can tell at a glance that the desk's former owner has left some things behind. Ready to fill through, yep. You discover a card-shaped object. The electrope surface is marked with a bold level 1. Oh, could that be what we're looking for? Try it on the door and see if it opens. Did I just find it first try? Oh, lol. I did. Oh well, I guess I'm just that good at paying attention. I don't know. Okay, can't read that. And over here? No. Da, 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 da. Wait. No, that's going outside. What? No. Did I try that on the exit instead? Whoops. I didn't mean that. I'm actually... You're the level 1 now, sorry. Well, I went into the wrong bit. Don't mind me. There's a terminal here. I want to check that. The terminal screen displays what appears to be the index page of an employee manual. Personal protocols. For security reasons, Containment Complex 1029 has been registered as a materials distribution center. Keep this in mind and conduct yourself accordingly, both inside and outside the facility. Each employee must perform their tasks within their designated workrooms. the Researchers' Commons, the Proto Lab, or the Deutero Lab. Entrance into another workroom without official clearance is strictly prohibited. Carry your security card at all times. Your clearance level dictates the areas to which you have access. Equip your regulators at all times. Due to the highly confidential nature of the research materials and other data managed within this complex, preservation retains the ownership of, and the rights to modify, the memories of all registered personnel. Interesting. Okay. Access denied. Please log in with your personal account to view. A personnel account? Leadership personnel? Complex Director Demetrius. Protolab Chief Eosifor. And Duator Lab Chief Redacted. Redacted? Oh, we like a juicy redacted moment. Alright. Interesting. Let's try it. Scanning device. The card-shaped object you hold looks to be similar size of the scanner panel. Right. And up. I did it. You hold the card-shaped object up to the scanner. I think we may have done it. Hey. It's open. You did it, Rogue. And a good thing too. I was worried that nowhere with that outdated circuit. I am curious though. Why would they abandon the facility like this? Well, it was run by Director Demetrius, or so that terminal there told me. Perhaps there are more answers to be had once we venture further inside. Then let's continue onwards. The door to the director's office is across the central hub. Yeah, but we're not going to be able to get in though, right? There's just no way. Okay. We're probably going to have to go into these. There's a see, look, this one's open, but this one's not. I wonder why. You hold a level 1 security card up, the scanner beeps in disapproval. No good? Maybe we need a different card. Yes, the scanner is demanding a level 3 security clearance to open up the lock. As much as the delay chafes me, we'll just have to comb through the nearby rooms and hope that we stumble upon a card we need. Let's start our search with the Proto Lab. That door is already open at least. Right. We will find a way through together. Shale, make sure of it. Or I'm sure of it, rather. I just make up words when I'm reading sometimes. You know that way when you read and you're like, you kind of just, sometimes you just go with like what feels like the natural next word. That's what I do a lot. But I level up twice now, I know. I know. Oh, quill. Right. I do a tablet, let me read that. I need the lore. Appears to be researcher's personnel data tablet. Yeah, I'll skim through. Today I began my employment at Preservation. The organisation was unfamiliar to me, but when the recruitment letter arrived, I had a gut feeling that this work would be far more fulfilling than any orthodox medical practice. Don't worry everyone, Captain of Observation Rogue is here. Absolutely. Ready that the thrusters were good to go. My instincts were correct. Master Calix's philosophy is the refined ideal of notions I've only ever vaguely entertained. That mankind must evolve beyond the shackles of its flesh and blood existence. But then you're not, like, I'm sorry, then you're not really mankind, are you? You're not human anymore. If you do not exist with flesh and blood, are you really human anymore? Come on, man. You know? Someone's using an auto clicker outside your home, buying up 20 of 1 copper ore for 2 million gil each. What the heck? I had a meeting with Director Demetrius today. I've heard others ooh. Sorry. Oh god. My god. Others praise his genius intellect, yet he seems but a guttering candle in comparison to Master Calix's blinding brilliance. This morning I was permitted to access the top floor and observe the workings of living memory. As predicted, the shortage of ether requires to sustain the endless is reaching critical levels. Yet Queen Sphene, quote-unquote, insists on continuing her ineffectual flailing. Her Milala colleagues, including the Proto-Lab chief, have been behaving in a decidedly suspicious manner of late. Should I report my concerns to the director? Entry 18. From tomorrow, I have been assigned to assist with the research project in the Deutero Lab. We are scheduled to conduct a major experiment, details of which I have been kept ignorant. It would seem prudent to back up my memory data. Right. That's a lot of information, actually. The way this room is set up, the canister inserted into that large device looks to be a soul cell. Could this be where they conducted their experiments to create Endless? But we could probably spend days investigating this complex. Finding a way into the director's office must take precedence. Speaking of which, Bildoja mentioned a locker over in the corner that he couldn't open. Perhaps you could take a look? Sure. What corner? Number pads? What's over in Wicklamat's corner, by the way? Notice board? Okay. Cool. Oh, this is the locker, yeah. The locker door is shut tight, but the number pad suggests that inputting the correct combination will open it. You have yet to discover any potential combinations. Speaking with your comrades will help progress your investigation. Okay, sure. I dug through this data tablet and found a journal. I'll read it to you. The results of experiment 158 show a marked improvement in ether extraction rates. At last, we have achieved the target value set by Master Calyx. Though I will become an Endless as per our ascendancy protocols, I will preserve this historic number along with my few remaining worldly effects. Preserve the number? What do you mean I've yet to discover it? You try to tell me it's not 158? Oh, what the? Enter up to 5 digits? Oh. You've entered 158. Could this be the right combination? No. Fine. Wait, come out of this. I want to come out. Oh, I can't. So wait, how many numbers you can put in is 5? I didn't read the last option, by the way, so... step away, yes. Okay, so we don't know the number yet. Interesting. Book. Have you got anything in over there? Actually, what's over here? Nothing. Work! Talk to me. These notes seem to be about the research they did in here. Let's take a look. Experiment 148. Oh, that's a big number. Submitting reference candidates 201930 to be considered for efficiency procedure review. Experiment 158. Maximum value of 11509. Wait, 11509. That's probably it. Maximum value of 11509 recorded. Comparative study to be included in the report. Alright then. 11509. And one more. Experiment 163. New proposal produces a result of 9834. Decreased value verified. Well, I have no idea what any of this means. Maybe it'll make sense later on. Okay, 11509. Let's try that. I like it when we get investigation stuff to actually do. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Right, so. 11509. Nailed it. That's a card. The locker pops open. Inside you discover a level 2 security card. Nice. Now we can open up the other lab, right? The Deutero lab? I don't know how to say it. Rogue, you cut the locker open. And you found another security card. Oh, but does that say level 2? We need a level 3, didn't we? Yes, but it should still open more doors for us to explore. You did well, Rogue. Thank you. These preservation members led such surprisingly normal lives. Leaving notes, losing their cards. I guess I imagined there'd be more... What's the word? Bloodless? Mechanical? My parents were once part of preservation, if you recall. If you see... Wait, it would seem the researchers who agreed with Calyx and his philosophy underwent the conversion to endless entities. But I assume those who could not, or would not, eventually left the organization altogether. Oh, I almost forgot. The researchers kept journals in their data tablets. The one I read doesn't explain much, but something big happened in the complex, and afterwards it was decided that everyone would become endless. The writer was really happy about this. You can tell how much they admired Calyx and his work. The entries ended after that, but maybe you can read more into the other tablets there. Right? Well, let's move this investigation to another room. Well, we have the Deutero lab and the maintenance facilities left to search. Both are accessed via the east corridor. So it's back to the hub and locked door across the way. Let's do that. Which will hopefully yield before our new security card. I'll take the old one, if you like. I doubt we'll have any more use of it. Okay. Important news, I have just eaten a biscoff-filled croissant. I will murder you and take that out of your stomach and eat it myself. Vic, I want one! I want one. Oh my god. Oh man. I don't... Wait, hold on. I feel... I had a yogurt and stuff just before I started streaming, but my blood sugars are going high, right? Because obviously fucking things are unstable right now. Annoyingly. Actually, is this even giving me automatic insulin right now? I hope so. Hold on, let me check. It is. Okay, good. But I swear I would have high blood sugars for a day if it meant I could have one of those. Jeez Louise. Let me see. This setting. I need to turn this to this number. Save that. Save this. Don't mind me. Give me 2 minutes, guys. Insulin stuff. Whoa, it was at Tesco? Really? I want one. I mean, you could... Did you have it like... Well, was it warm? What was the deal? So wait, Tesco were just doing biscoff and freaking croissants together? Was it from the bakery? Hold on, I'm googling. I want to know if like... Oh my god, Lotus biscoff filled croissants 2-pack. Pyro. 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 Pyro, we need these. Pyro. Wait, where's the nutritional value? More information? No, not that. Where is its nutritional information? Why does it not have any? Yeah, just the bakery section with fresh cookies, etc. It's an actual pack though. It's... Hold on. I was hoping I'd find like carbs and stuff online, but it's not showing. Yo, Anna, coming in with a resub. Ingredients, there we go. Thank you for 21 months. Thank you, Anna, for 21 whole months. Appreciate your face. Thank you, thank you. All you know is there's 340 calories. I know the carbs. They are per croissant. They are 37.8 grams of carbohydrates. I would gladly have that. Oh my god. No, not really damn bad. It's a lot, right? But to be fair, the fact that it has calculated carbohydrates means that it's a very standard measurement, which means I can have one and it's not a problem. Because if I was to do this on my own, say I was to buy croissants, right? Or make them and then buy Lotus Biscoff spread and like put it inside it, I would die because I would overload the Lotus Biscoff. But this is actually sectioned, like properly measured, so it's standardized, which I like. I know, can we get these when you next pass? I don't know if you can get them from the Tesco's that you go by. I don't know. But would you stop at just one? Well, yeah, because if it's a pack of 2, Pyro would want one. So I would have to only get one. So that there's a control system there, you see. Or, I mean, if I did have 2, then it would be greedy, but I would eat 2, that wouldn't be a problem. Because it's Lotus, but yeah. To be honest, it's not loaded with Biscoff. Is it not? I guess it's kind of like just a little layer. Right? I'd imagine. All this Biscoff talk. What do you mean? It's the best thing ever. I swear. I'm like... I love Biscoff so much, but like... The closest I get to Biscoff these days is... I said this in the last stream. Is the Lotus Biscoff ice cream sandwiches. They're so good. What do you mean overrated? You just resub to my chat. I will ban you. Don't even think about it, buddy. Don't you dare. Don't you smug at me. I will literally ban your ass. But you might think it's overrated. I don't. I think it's amazing. I think it's top-notch stuff. Anyway, I'm back to my story. I knew this would derail. Well, you would bring it up. If you knew that so much, why did you bring it up then, you silly sausage? Because you wanted... That was your objection the whole time. You're the real villain. Someone get him. MRF raid his ass. Victor, after all, he's the #1 enemy, along with Anne Ardrea. Both of them, get them out. Kingdom, we're gonna go on a raid. We're gonna raid their camps. We're gonna raid their kingdoms. It's gonna be our kingdom now. What makes us sausage still? I don't know. He knows I would say it's overrated too. Raid his ass, stealing my job. Nah, you can have that. You can have that department. I'll leave that part to you. Great. Hard. We're in, boys. Yes, it opened. So we're going to go... Wait, where should we go first? The Deutero lab or facilities? I don't know. Let's start with a lab. I'm gonna get slapped. I don't know. He was the one that said you like violence. Is this not the lab? I guess this is facilities. Oh, there's a puzzle here. That's a puzzle-roo. Is that PlayStation puzzle? He slapped me? Well, that's domestic abuse. There's no excuse. Keep your domestics out my chat, thanks. Alright, let's do this. Suddenly a hype train? I don't know why we got a hype train. Thank you, though. Shale, there doesn't seem to be any power here. No, none at all. It's possible the energy supply for this room is on a separate conduit. Which means there should be a contingency for opening the door. Look here. There's a sign above the card scanner. In case of emergencies, backup power can be rerouted from facilities. The facilities room is down the other branch of this corridor. Let's see about getting the power restored to the Deutero lab, shall we? Sure. Apparently there's 8 kilos of buckets of Biscoff. Yeah, but I'm not seeking death that much, Mike. Like, to be fair, the fact that I'm alive this much is a fucking miracle. I don't need to actually die. So you can keep your 8 kilos and you can bathe in it for all I care. Piss in it all you want. I don't give a shit. Keep that all away from me because that is certain death. Certain death. What a way to go though. I know, right? If I was single or a widow, right? Death by Biscoff, bring it on. Otherwise, if I've got my husband still alive, we're trying to stay alive as long as possible. Thanks very much. Period. That's it. Done. Nothing else. I'll take the odd Biscoff when I can get it, but, you know, we gotta be... The true god of death is not the Shirogami from Death Note, it's Biscoff. Which is why we can laugh and joke, but I ain't gonna be eating that much of it. Oh, I like this music so much. It's so good. Put your ashes in this Biscoff tub. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Engaging power supply. No good. It's returning an error. There must be a preliminary procedure. According to this error code reference, if the power supply has been interrupted for an extended period of time, then we need to reconfigure both the emergency generator and the circuit control panels. Shale, that's the emergency generator over there, isn't it? Yes, and by the look of it, it's the same model as the ones used in Heritage Found. But how does it send power to the other lab? Ah, I see. The energy cable attached to the base of this terminal leads down to the down the hall directly to the Deutero lab. Which means we need a way to connect the generator to that cable. What about these patterns on the floor? Could this be the circuit? Thanks, Melhead, for the 100 biddies. Sputtering Sunday. What the heck? Who's sputtering? Nobody's sputtering. Thank you for the biddies. Could this be the circuit we need to reconfigure? I believe you have the right of it. Using the control panel set into each of the tiles, we can we create an unbroken path for the power to follow. What I wouldn't give for an instructions manual. Indeed. If we could look around for any written procedures, I'll keep digging through the terminal's directories. But I also asked someone to operate the generator. I can do it. I've used that type of machine before. Then, would you be willing to try and reconfigure the circuit path, Rogue? The rest of us can help by supplying Rogue with whatever information might be found on the circuitry configuration. Alright. I'm cold. I'm gonna go get a hoodie. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, let's do this. So, do they have any information for me? I was able to glimpse part of the warning signs behind this container. From what I could make out, it said, "Caution, circuit will not function with duplicate patterns." I suppose it means only one of each circuitry pattern can be set at the same time. Right, okay. Makes sense. Final Fantasy IV keeps getting on further off the rails. Every content edition is like, where's the top and where do we leap over it? What are you talking about? Is there something that I've missed or something? The generator doesn't seem to have any fancy settings. As long as it's running and the circuit is fixed, we should be able to power a supply ready to go. Okay. Look. Rogue, take a look at this diagram. There's a note in the bottom left about backup power. Configure the 4 circuit control panels to provide an uninterrupted path. Right. These symbols must represent the room we're in. Uh-huh. Oh, you mean 14? Look at this graph. Look at this graph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Sorry, I can help it. I don't know if that was a reference you were doing, Haley, but I decided to run with it. If that square is the top left of Shale's terminal, then the bottom right should be the generator. Bottom right is the generator. Okay, yep. Bottom right there. Yep, generator. Top left is Shale's terminal. Okay. It's hard to make out the rest. Assuming these are our 4 tile patterns, the bottom right is a square, and the top right is a half circle. Right, hold on. Bottom square, top is a half circle. Okay, hold on. So this is a square? And he thought this was a half circle. We don't have a half circle though, do we? No. So, circle. Okay. Fine. But no duplicate patterns, so we have to change this one. To this. Or maybe it's this one here. It doesn't make sense though. Can we rotate them? No? It doesn't look like they actually... No, I don't think so. Okay, so they're not... Are they not meant to connect? Oh wait, hold on. Square, circle, that's the triangle. So if that square at the top, or this square at the top. Oh, I see. I was looking at it wrong. That's Shale's terminal in the bottom right. Yeah, that's the generator. Right, okay. So it's square, circle. That's it. We've connected the circuits from your comrades. Nice. I did it. It worked. We did it, Rogue. The tutorial lab should now be fully powered. Well done, everyone. If I may, Shale, could we access a certain data log before moving on? I was checking the storage shelves and one of the labels caught my eye. Preservation, the early days is the title. Okay. Two things. Thank you. Of course, it'll only take a moment to bring up the contents. Alright, let's do this. Ah, it looks to be a text-based account. I'll read it out. Preservation, an Alexandrian Institute for Technological Development, was founded by Calix, an 11-year-old child prodigy. Approval for establishing the organization came during Alexandria's involvement in the Storm Surge, with Calix's designs for new defensive solutions funded in large part by the Treasury. As the conflict grew in intensity and casualties mounted, Calix funneled Preservation's resources towards the perfection of memory storage. Research into this field continued even after the Storm Surge came to an end, while Calix eventually electing to preserve his own memories in a virtual domain. So this account is from before he embraced his endless existence, hundreds of years ago. I met him only once before the Storm Surge began. I was attending my father, who was then the reigning king of Alexandria. Calix could not have been more than 10 years of age and required constant treatment for his debilitating illness. Yet still, he published theories so highly regarded that even the royal family was aware of his achievements. Life should not be lost to the injustice of death. Even now I can hear the single-minded will behind his words. So it was that when war came to our kingdom, my father was quick to commit his unwavering support to this somber youth and his proposals for preservation. Several years later, the ensuing violence brought the death of both my parents. Overwhelmed as I was by my sudden succession to the throne, I suspect they spared me the reports on endless research and other less urgent matters. So you had no way of knowing what kind of person Calix was changing into? Did he change? I wonder. Perhaps he has ever been the type to value ideals over compassion, and I failed to see it at the time. Or perhaps he did change, but it's still driven by those same deeply held beliefs. That mortality is cruel and unjust, and his role is to deliver mankind from this fate. Whatever the case may be, we cannot allow him to shape our future. Let's press on, shall we? If I've done my job correctly, the door to the tutorial lab should be accessible now. I'll give everyone at first a once over just to be sure. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Many rhino people? What? Rude. They're not rhinos. They're not rhinos. They're another race in the game. The energy current seems stable now. Still, you should let me handle this one. The security card, if you please. Oh, and a quick prayer that a shortened wire doesn't burn me from the inside out. I swear, if she ends up dealing with a freaking, like, electrical wire or something that, like, fries her with this because she's using the card and not me, That's gonna be so sad. Okay. A calculated evolution. Shale is examining the card scanner. Right, I'll get this door open. Oh, okay. She's still alive. Phew! Smooth as silk. Let's head inside and see what awaits. Alright. You're just chilling. Enjoy the chill. Raruwer. Gods above. Isn't that... What? Uh-oh. What is it? Oh... I see. The key to the interdimensional fusion? That looks to be a schematic on the monitor. And they've used it to make another key? But isn't it missing the shard inside like the one Rogue has? Ah, we may have been laboring under a misconception. The key was originally a Milala relic. Once this treasure came into its possession, Preservation began working to harness the power to cross dimensions. Aside from the crystal, we can see that all the vessel's components were constructed here. So what might that tell us? That the crystal itself is a key? That would be the logical conclusion, yes. It is as my parents explained. The key remains shrouded in mystery. Preservation augmented it with electrope, but never grasped the technology's underlying principles. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion. Not who imbued the key with its power, not when they did so, nor why. Now it makes sense. Calyx can track the key because its vessel was made by Preservation. I believe there is much we may learn in this room. On our next visit, I will have to enlist Yrstola's assistance for a thorough investigation. I too am curious about such many great things, but pinning down Calyx's whereabouts is our priority. Hopefully there is a security card here that grants access to the director's office. The research conducted in this lab appears to have been highly confidential in nature. Some of the personnel must have belonged to the organization's upper echelons, and that means higher security clearance. We should spread out and look for any cards they may have left behind. Okay. Let's do this. Look around. Yrstola mommy's magic. Yeah. Pretty much. Storage crate. What's in here? I'm just gonna look at everything. This lone storage crate is filled with document binders and other miscellaneous objects, none of which are security cards. Yep. Figured as much. Ooh. Look at all these different relics that they've been making. Cool. Cabinet drawer. You find a security card in the cabinet drawer. Nice. Oh, did you just find a security card? Well, that's a stroke of luck. Let's have Shale examine it to be sure. Yep. I guess that was the right card. Well, well, if it isn't exactly what we needed. Nice work, Rogue. It's like I've got a knack for this or something. Oh, a level 3! This should get us into the director's office. So, what was it you were hoping to find in here again, Shale? You were saying that a certain device was going to help us. Oh, right. I haven't properly explained myself, have I? I was looking for a data relay. Okay. Why? After we discovered this ostensibly abandoned complex, I performed a cursory investigation which detected a connection to the outside network. When I traced the data routing, I confirmed traffic from a web of Everkeep security cameras. Considering the way Calyx is always one step ahead of us, we must assume he quietly seized control of the city's surveillance system and has been using it to monitor our activities. To monitor what you, as the key holder, is planning. But since Calyx is the ultimate recipient of those transmissions, the flow of data is like a river that we can follow back to him. Which is why I need the data relay. If I can analyze the device and see where it's rerouting all of the surveillance traffic, then you can pinpoint Calyx's position. Okay. That said, he has done nothing but impede our progress, which makes me think I might be entirely the wrong track. Maybe, but we won't know till we try, right? Maybe the reason he isn't stopping us is because he can't. Back in the old castle, Calyx said he was measuring Rogue's strength. What can he possibly dream up that's stronger than her? Uh-oh, don't say that. Don't tempt fate. Please. Oh, speaking of cameras, there was another thing I meant to mention. I found evidence that someone deliberately disabled the surveillance feed in this room. The most recent recording was also crudely deleted. I was able to restore the data though, if you'd like to see it. Yes. Show us. I'll start the show then. Yeah, do it now. Come on. Are you really planning to leave? Yes. The idea of eternal life has begun to frighten me. I struggle to renounce our conventional wisdom. Death is the means by which life prunes its branches, leaving the trunk to grow strong and tall. We die so that our species may flourish. What would become of mankind were we to halt that process? If unending stagnation is the fruit of our labour, then perhaps we strive for the wrong thing. Look at the freaking emo hair with this guy, I love it. Nothing stronger than an angry Glaswegian necromancer using LB3. Listen, I don't know any angry Glaswegian necromancers. I know of a Scottish necromancer who sometimes is a bit raging, but you know. Your argument is a rejection of Master Calyx's vision. I suppose it is. Perhaps such dread would not plague me were I capable of sharing his perspective on the subject. But I cannot. He and I are too different in too many ways. I lack his extraordinary genius. I had no illness threatening to cut my life short. No singularity of will to cut away all distractions and focus solely upon research. I have nothing but respect for his determination, the way he overcame his prognosis and sees the means to transcend death itself. But I am not convinced that this obsession with living is the right path. That's why I've decided to leave preservation and put all my efforts towards building a legacy for the next generation to come. Surely you... protocol, you understand? There can be no exceptions. Nanny the fuck? Wow. That was, not ideal. Like, at all. She only wanted to leave, and he executed her. I checked the images against the personnel data, and the man who pulled the trigger was Director Demetrius himself. Everything I could find on him pointed to a deep infatuation with Master Calyx. The cameras in this room have been out of operations ever since that incident. Given that the recording was erased, I can only assume he was trying to conceal his grisly deed from the other researchers. I am not surprised, given how my parents described their defection from the Institute. They spoke of rushing me through a portal, even as Preservation's agents closed in on them. I dared not ask what became of them after that, but if it turns out that they were captured by their pursuers... I'm sure they managed to escape. They did not regret their actions. I'm going to say they did not regret their actions. I hope that's a good thing. Right, the echo. Knowing you saw them as they were, your words give me great comfort. Good. Oh, Kryl. Worry not, Sven. Thanks to the Haven of Living Memory, I was at least able to meet my parents and learn what they stood for. It is enough for me to carry on. Even now, we don't know how the conflict unfolded between your parents and Preservation. But what we do know is that your mother and father cleverly expunged every last trace of their movements. They made sure no one could cross into the source or threaten their child's safety. Right, let's press on, shall we? This tale behind the key deserves a fitting conclusion. To the director's office. Okay. Oh, I like the dark music. I like it a lot. Right, director's office. Let's see what we get in there then, I wonder. Not there. Open, says me. Yeah. Sir. You hold a level 3 security card to the scanner. And we're in. There we go, let's head inside. Now to find that data relay. And don't be shy, everyone. Speak up if anything odd catches your eye. Rogue, come with me. I might have need of that security card. Sure. Alright, Shale. Alright, hold on. I'm just looking at my blood sugars and stuff. They're a little high, but I can deal with it, hopefully. Damn, this terminal isn't connected to any outside networks, so it can't be the data relay I'm looking for. This office is also smaller than the map suggested. I'm positive we're in the right room. What am I missing? There's probably a secret part of the room that you're not seeing, I would imagine, right? Like a secret compartment, a false door somewhere. Sorry, Rogue, could I ask you and the others to search the office for any clues of this infuriating puzzle? Yes, no worries. The cluttered side table. It's a distraction. It's actually not cluttered at all. It's completely in like exactly the way a puzzle should be. Amongst other personal effects, you find what is presumably the director's data tablet. A closed locker stands next to the table. You probably need to put a code in to unlock the locker, which unlocks another part of the place or whatever. Examine the data tablet. You pick up the tablet, begin scanning through the contents. Daily reports. Nothing of note. The mystery of the key's activation condition remains unsolved. The key triggered an explosion today. Temporary interdimensional portal verified. Continue attempts to stabilize the core's energy reactions. 13 researchers sustained lethal injuries in the explosion. Memory faculties of 4 personnel sufficiently intact for endless conversion. Remaining 9 designated for ether reclamation processing. Nothing of note. Rejected resignations of 2 Milala researchers. Major incident details and full report. Those 2 inept Milala broke into preservation and absconded with the key. Oh, the Milala are they the Lalafels? Like preservation, like Kral's parents, maybe? Though the fugitives have since been caught and eliminated. Oh, maybe not. We were too late to recover the relic. Maybe, actually, I don't know. I don't know if Milala are the Lalafels or not. I don't know if it's a different thing. I don't know the other names for them. The only reason we retained our flesh was to serve Master Calyx as physical instruments to conduct his experiments. Deprived of the object of our research, our existence serves no further purpose. I dare not imagine the depths of his disappointment in me. They are the Lalafell? Right, so maybe it is her parents then? The complex is to be shut down. All personnel will have their bodies reduced to ether, which will be allocated for further experimentation. Memory data will be archived. Any endless conversions will be subject to Master Calyx's discretion. If he does not deem us fit, then we are not deserving of eternal life. Yeah, so I swear, it's like, it's funny because me and Pyro are watching Death Note right now on the weekend, and it's like, what deems him god of eternal life right now? It's like Calyx is saying it's up to his discretion. Well, what gives him the right to play god? Just like Light Yagami, what gives him the right to determine what's justice or not? You know what I mean? Shutdown protocols. All personnel have undergone processing. Once the shutdown protocols have been completed, I will proceed with my own corporeal dissolution. As long as the key remains in the physical world, we must keep this complex in pristine condition. Whether it be needed for experiments or otherwise, it must be ready to support future operations in whatever capacity Master Calyx requires. To that end, facility equipment will be maintained in stasis mode. Furthermore, a critical component for secure room access will be stored separately to defend against unauthorized entry. I see. Soul cell storage case. The collection of soul cells may have once belonged to the director. They appear to be empty. Interesting. Office shelves, okay. Ugh. You find a crumpled note wedged between the file binders. Secure room lift access. Requires passwords to be input simultaneously at terminals in the Proto Lab, the Deutero Lab, and the Director's office. Ah! Perhaps this discovery would be of interest to Shale. It might well be, yes. Hold on. Beverage station. Give me a slushie. Having lain dormant for years, the now active coffee maker has already entered a self-cleaning cycle. It appears to have no other purpose beyond brewing coffee, though it remains to be seen when it will be able to do so once more. Shale! Have you found something? Oh my god, sorry. The odds are coming up really bad right now. Thank you. A misplaced note, was it? Okay. With instructions for accessing a secure room, no less. Seems we need to enter a password on 3 different terminals at the same time. There was no such room marked on the map, was there? No. A precautionary measure, no doubt. And if passwords are involved, I expect the access lift itself is concealed too. Concealed? By electrope, you mean? Ah, could it be that wall? I thought it seemed odd when I walked past. Remember what Kafka used to say, Shale? Never trust an electrope surface. True. Electrope isn't always what it appears to be. You can pass right through electrope. It's not what it appears to be. Oh, of course. Electrope is how you alter the look of all of Solution 9's floors and walls, isn't it? In which case, it shouldn't be too hard to disable. Okay. Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Another door. I've managed to deactivate the projection, but the lock is another story. Didn't that note lay out the password protocol? I say we go ahead and try it. I agree. 2 people should prepare the lab terminals for input while the rest of us look for the passwords here in the office. I'll take the protocols, or sorry, protolab. Then I'll take the tutorial lab. Sure. Actually, it might be better if you stayed, Sven. Your knowledge of Alexandria and his people could be needed here. Yeah, you're right. If the passwords are hiding behind clues, that may be something I can help with. I can help too. I've lived my whole life in Alexandria after all. Your little life, aw. I will take the tutorial lab duty then. We can keep in touch via communicator to match our timing. Sure. Rogue, you shall have the honor of entering the office password. Once we've determined what we need to input, take your place at this terminal. I'll stand by to guide Woodclamat and Kryl through the process. Sure. You know, there was that... Oh, my controller just beeped at me. Oh, my blood sugars are freaking climbing. Guys, hold on, let me switch mode. Give me a minute. Put this on. See if this helps bring it down. I kind of expected that this would be a problem today after what happened, but we'll see. So let me do that. Okay, fine. You know, there was that display plate over there. The one with the gems. I thought since it was made of electrope, it might have some other purpose. But I couldn't find any switches or buttons to make it do anything. Maybe you can figure it out? Right. So, dual display. Let's see. 2 jewels are embedded in the electrode plate. You identify the blue gem as a sapphire, the red as a garnet. There's also appears to be an empty slot and another jewel to fit. I probably think it's an emerald. Green, an emerald one for a rectangle. Cluttered side table. Anything here? Unless... Can I open the locker? Probably not, right? Swings open easily. Oh. Wow. I wish I hadn't done that. It contains nothing of note. You quietly shut the door, the locker door. Yeah, traumatized for life. Jesus. Would it be in a different room? No? You have yet to discover any clues to deduce the password. Try exploring the immediate area or conferring with your comrades. Right, fine. I kept searching the drawers with the books and found a cube puzzle made of electrobe. It's probably just a toy, but maybe? Solve the puzzle. You got it. Did it give me an emerald? Let's see. If I move this bit, then connect this circuit to that one. There. Huh? There's something inside. Oh, it's a pretty green stone. It's an alexandrite. Right, okay. They say these gems were so treasured in the past that they named the kingdom after them. Here, you should hold on to this one just in case. Yeah, okay. It's an emerald, but we'll call it an alexandrite, whatever. Hey, what's up, iFix? Welcome in. Alright, let's put this gem in. 2 jewels. There's also appears to be a slot for a last one. Yes. There we go. The gemstone fits snugly into place. Almost immediately afterwards, the glowing lines of a diagram appears to be on the display, accompanied by a short phrase. Right, hold up. Hold up. There's an extra room here. No? If this is the branching path, that's facilities. That's the Daturo lab. Director's room, proto lab, and then that must be where we came in? I don't know. A decorative pattern, an arcane circuit, a floor plan of this complex? Yes. As you continue studying the display, you realize that these shapes correspond to the rooms of the complex in which you now stand. This may be related to the passwords you were looking for. Yeah, so blue, green, red. So, like, depending on the order, I would guess, probably. Oh. Oh, right, okay. This slot contains an alexandrite. It is placed on a floor plan, corresponds to the director's office. Yep. This is a sapphire with the proto lab, as I thought. Okay. Slot contains the garnet for the Daturo lab, and in this scrawled phrase, the glowing words appear to be handwritten. Yes, I knew that gem that jewel would come in handy. Let me see. So what does it say? Eat the stones? This must be about the special meanings the alexandrites have for gems. It's an old belief, I think, where each type of gem means something different. Oh, what do they mean? I bet if you asked Fiend, she could tell you more about it. After all, even her name comes from a gemstone. It does, yeah, you're right. Right. Cancel. Let's go speak to Sven then. Yes. The symbolism of alexandrite. Well, I was taught that alexandrite represents the concept of protection. It is, incidentally, also the origin of Alexandria's name. Oh, are you thinking this has something to do with the passwords? Passwords? Yes, I do. A sapphire and a garnet as well, you say? Yes, they all have meanings. Alexandrite, as I said, is protection. Sapphire represents honesty. And garnet symbolizes devotion. Okay. Okay. So sapphire is honesty and garnet is devotion. We should try these words at the terminals to see if they're accepted. I certainly hope you're right. Right, okay. Let's do it. I've gathered enough information to attempt entering the passwords. We're all set to go here. Wicklamat and Kryl are just waiting for their passwords. Let's start with Wicklamat in the Proto Lab. What word should she enter? Honesty? The password for the Daturo Lab? devotion. And lastly, what will we put into the director's office? Protection. Right, we have all 3 passwords ready. Now to enter them into the system at the same time. Garnet A. Yeah, I know, right? The irony is not lost on me. Oh, I must have done it right. Woohoo! I remembered something from like 2 minutes ago. Go me. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad that worked. That secure room is the only place we've yet to search. If the data really is anywhere, it has to be there. We'll venture in as soon as Wicklamat and Kryl rejoin us. What if they can't get back in? What if the doors shut behind them or something and locked them in? Can you imagine? And that's why they like separate. Oh, okay, never mind. That's why the passwords has to be done in separate rooms or some shit. Alright, everyone. Time to board the lift and see what awaits us. Sure. Uh-oh. This is definitely his lair. This terminal doesn't look special to me, but this is definitely what we're after. It is, but whether or not it will suffice for our purposes is another question. Where can I get a monitor that big? I know. Oh, it's a lie. And now look, it was just 9 monitors all put together. Just 9 LCDs, don't worry about it. The Endless are created using the memories of the deceased. But as memories are, in essence, collections of data, the resultant entities have no physical form. These data entities, as we might call them, have only 2 methods of interacting with the material world. One of these we saw in Living Memory, where the Endless are granted temporary bodies through the use of corporeal ether. They become much like solid ghosts that one can see and touch. The other method which Kafka employed is the remote operation of a machine. But where do you suppose the Endless are to be found when not inhabiting a physical body? The Endless are memories, and if memories are data, then... inside Electrope somewhere in a world formed of data. I mean, technically they're the same, are they not? Kinda? I don't know, I just clicked whatever. Probably a world filled with data. Yes, we suspect they reside in a virtual domain, one contained entirely within an electro-based machine. We've seen such a realm before, after all. Oh, you mean like the Alexandria made from the Endless? Sphyn's memories. It's all seemed so real, So, this virtual domain, it would also be housed within the Meso terminal? But how? I thought we shut down all the terminals in Living Memory. Well, probably not. You did. And Kafka's program performed just as she intended. The Meso terminal itself was deactivated, as evidenced by the failure of the device which was keeping Sphyn's body in stasis. Be that as it may, we face a master of electrope engineering. That he managed to partition and protect the sector harbouring his own memories is well within the bounds of possibility. I guess, yeah, that's true. Let us say that the Meso terminal does indeed contain a second domain, and that Calyx himself resides there. This city, on the other hand, exists here in the source. That being the case, I thought perhaps we could prevent his remote interference by closing the gate to the Golden City and thus severing the connection between worlds. Except I tried to close it once already when I visited Living Memory. The process required administrative authorization, a restriction I assumed at the time had been imposed by the Queen. But now you think Calyx might be responsible. Just as I suspected. Even now, security transmissions from throughout the keep are being tapped by the core system and routed elsewhere. Almost every single one has you as its focus. He's keeping track of the keys holder's movements. So he's just being a bit of a creep for me then, alright. Can't even go to the toilet in peace, man. Time's up, and what a waste of time it's been. Guess who it is? Da-da-da-da-dun. Hoping to find me by tracing the security data? That will not be necessary. He's always been a step ahead of his man. Though a not inconsiderable effort, I've taken your measure and prepared a force sufficient to subdue you. Right. Alright, kid. Come, I invite you to the upper reaches of the Meso Terminal. The storage device which holds my memories is there. It's a twap! Break the memory bank and victory is yours. I in turn will seek to wrest the key from you with any and every means at my disposal. Da, 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 da. And if we refuse this invitation? I will wait and continue to convert Alexandrians into endless. Consider the urgency of the situation and make the wiser choice. Answer me one question, Calyx. The Endless Sphinx. When she was queen, you had her face an impossible task, then manipulated her into using the key when she was at her most desperate. If you can do all that, then why not whisk it away from her plans when it went to ruin? Why let it fall into our hands? You pour salt in the wound. That disaster was a miscalculation on my part. As her end drew near, Sphene and her restructured memories had become one with the terminal's control systems. In that singular place, in that singular moment, she wielded an authority greater than mine. Ah, interesting. Thus, she was able to shield you, the neighbouring sovereign to whom she entrusted her nation's future, and the hero to whom she entrusted that priceless key. Interesting. So you fucked up a calculation, bro. You're not that smart then, are you? I am unsure to what degree she perceived my presence, but she knew that someone was watching. Does that satisfy your curiosity? It does. And I'm satisfied that you will take nothing more from this nation. Not one more life, not one more future. Not one single smile from another child's face. You hear me? Is that a challenge? He doesn't give no shits. He's like, whatever. He don't care. Sorry for losing my temper, but there's only one way we can deal with people like Calix. Whatever grand future he envisions, someone will be made to pay the price. Yeah, that's true. We know. And I won't let that happen. I'm with you. Let's plan our next move. He's wrong if he thinks he's taken our measure. That's true. Yeah, I'm with you, partner. Oh, Sven. If I may, I realize it is not my place to say this. Say it anyway. Even so, I must thank you both. On behalf of my other self, allow me to say how grateful I am to have you as our champions. Oh, that's cute. You can see she's like emotional. Aw. Okay. Oh, cutscene. Oh, we're just out. Okay, fair enough. Phew. Well, that was an adventure. It may not have been by the methods Shale was hoping for, but at least now we know where to find Calix and what we need to do next. Indeed. While I remain curious about Preservation's research into the key, that is an investigation of for another day. Then let's head straight to the back room. We should get everyone on the same page before we make our move. Okay. We aren't that far away from the back room, are we? Oh, we're right here! Look at that! I love when stories teleport you to where you need to be. Damn that bastard Calix. He waited until I was this close before snatching away my moment of triumph. Alright, controller. Damn it, I know. It's like, hey, Rogue, you got high blood sugars. And I'm like, I know, I'm trying to deal with it. In that infuriating, condescending way he spoke to us, we'll see whose time is up, you smug little weasel. Anyway, I know things didn't go to plan, but we learned a great deal about preservation. That knowledge could come in handy in the days to come. Though I may not be able to contribute much of a direct confrontation, I mean to see this through with you all, providing whatever support I can. Beep beep. Up. Okay. Is this a big one? It's not even. I was kind of hoping that we would get to like the next big cutscene bit, but I think actually that we're not gonna. Okay. I'm gonna be annoying. And not annoying in the sense that I'm gonna do like this. Annoying in the sense that I'm going to wrap up a wee bit early. With the failure of my insulin pump earlier, I'm going to be dealing with blood sugars for the rest of the day probably. And it's a little frustrating. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? What do you mean? Because my blood sugars are kind of annoying me right now. They're kind of they're hitting me hard. Unfortunately, it's really frustrating. But no ending. I know, but what am I meant to do? Can we clone me so then that we can get in? Actually, isn't that what Rouge does? Where's Rouge? Why isn't Rouge pulling her weight? Get her to do it. Get her to do 14 for me now. I know it's a pain. Yeah, I know. I would like to be able to stream longer, but I'm starting to feel a bit unwell, so it's not good. She's still locked in your basement? No, she went sauntering somewhere and I don't know where. She's away somewhere, I don't know, shopping or something, I don't know. You monster. Listen, she wasn't here for her birthday and like, what am I meant to do about that? She's not been about since. She's been away on a long extended vacation. And honestly, I can't do much about that. You know? She'll be back. She's just been a pain. She's just been a pain. Incognito and all that. You know what she'd be like? She thinks that, like... She doesn't... Listen, do you know what it is? It's because you keep saying that she's locked in the basement. She's just testing how far she can take it. That's all. She's testing your love for her. Your loyalty to her. Which is why she's not been about. You know it. Come on, you must realise it. True Flame is finding her subject. True Flame Queen is finding her subjects, gathering an army. Yeah, but you'll never know because I'll never tell you. You know? True Flame Queen, my arse. I'm the True Flame Queen. Don't try and even come for me when my blood sugars are high. I will end you. I will end you. I'm joking. So this week's actually been a little bit scuffed because I was supposed to stream on, what was it? I can't remember what day it was, and we had that tech issue as well. I've had the weirdest tech issues this week, so apologies if things have been all over the place. With what is it that's happening on the YouTube side? YouTube, we have just finished a series on YouTube. So the Tuesday series is wrapped up with the final for this War of Into the Dead or Darkest Days. Our Penny and Daphne Heart of Darkness ending is done. So do me a favor, if you haven't checked that out, check it out. Even if you want to like have it as like you have it in the background while you're playing a game or something, I'm fine with that. Just keep watching them, liking them and commenting on them. It really does help. YouTube's all about retention these days, so anything you want to do to help is appreciated. If that's the type of content you enjoy, of course. I don't want to make you watch something you don't want to enjoy. Check while it is hot. And then Thursday, we're getting to the end of this war of mine. I think we've got 1, maybe 2 videos left. So I'll be trying to wrap that up as well. And I've got some other things to work on. But we've got Control. We'll play that next Friday, I think. Hopefully, if tech stuff doesn't be a problem. Hopefully. And whatever else. We've got Thrifty Business and House Flipper Remastered as well that I never got to play the last stream because of obviously all the issues we've had this week has been insane. They've been so abnormal. Incredibly abnormal issues as well. Like not even easy things. Really weird and wonderful things that I've never seen before. So it's been very strange. But hopefully that's them over with. Fingers crossed. We hope. We hope and pray that they don't happen again. Aye. Oh my god, I just noticed somebody that I follow is now a VTuber. Oh my god. What the hecky heck? That's cool. Will go well. What will go well? What will go well? What are we talking about? I'm so confused. Sorry, it's my blood sugars. Don't mind me. So yeah. Will go well. I don't know. Things have just been weird. Tech-wise, it's been a very strange week. But I think I've said that already, so. Okay. Let's see. Go and take care of them sugars? Yeah. Okay, can you do me a favor? Can I leave you guys to go scatter and go support some of your favorite other streamers? Show them some love. It's Pride season as well, so go show some love to your Pride celebrators and allies and all that stuff as well. Please do so. And if you see one of your favorite streamers is now doing variety or doing something different, go show them some support as well. Just even drop a lurk in their channel. It really does help a lot. Hey, Pine will get you those croissants? Hopefully, yeah. I'll maybe try and see if we can get them, yeah. But that'll be me for today. I hope you guys have a nice rest of your weekend. Rest up, get some nice sleep before the week starts over again. Stay hydrated, and I will see you guys later, okay?